Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
I'm Fitzroy, and you are?
I am Lieutenant Jennell Adams.
Okay, and where are you originally from, may I ask?
So I'm originally from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Can you be more specific or precise?
So in St. Vincent, I lived in Bel Air.
Any siblings?
Yes, so I have an older sister, and then I have a younger brother and a younger sister as well.
In terms of education, what's the name of the school you attended?
So primary school, so I went to Bel Air Government School, then I went to Girls High School, and then after that I went to the St. Vincent and Grenadines Community College. Then I started working, so I was a teacher for 12 years. And in between then, I studied at the University of the West Indies, Cave Hill, where I studied linguistics, and then I went to Teachers College as well.
Where did you first learn about the British Armed Forces?
So I learned of it from my cousin. So he is a submariner in the Royal Navy. So he joined back probably about 14 years ago. So I learned about it from him.
What's your initial thoughts as it relates to the armed forces when you first joined?
So initially I thought, okay, this is something that I can use to give back in a different way. So that is still my thinking, because I like to be a part of something that creates change. So I decided that the Royal Navy is one of the better steps or options for me.
Did you do your selection in the UK or you did it back home?
So for me, I started the process back home in St. Vincent, and then a few people from the Navy came down to do my pre-joining test. So I did that back home in St. Vincent. Then I came up to then do my pre-naval course, and then after that I joined Raleigh.
Can you recall week one, day one basic training?
Yes, so I initially joined as a rating. So week one, day one was very scary, but it felt comfortable because I had other people there from the Commonwealth who I already knew. So it was a little bit of home. It felt safe, and that we were all going through the same thing together.
Okay. How did you felt in terms of your first assignment in comparison to basic training?
So when I started my first assignment, I went there with a friend. So I wasn't too scared because we were starting the same time in the same office. So I wasn't too scared, but I was just, I welcomed the challenge. So I was up for the challenge.
In terms of deployment, have you gone and served anywhere outside the UK?
No, I have not done any deployments as yet.
What would you say to persons out there who think they won't be able to make it if they try to join?
First, I would ask them why they think that they wouldn't be able to make it. And if it's an issue or it's a problem where it's something that they can change, then I would just tell them to work on that, and then they will be able to join and feel confident that they will be successful.
As it relates to your experiences joining, what's the most memorable experience for you?
The most memorable experience for me, trying to think what comes to mind. But I think as a rating, finishing my 10 weeks training, because it was so intense, I think that stands out to me the most. But then also following that, being able to commission as an officer, that is another memory that I share.
In terms of the length of service, do you plan to do a full service?
Yeah, so I plan to do my full service. So I am on a 12-year contract, so I plan to do my entire 12 years.
What would you say to persons out there that have a different mindset as it relates to the armed forces?
Well, it depends on what that mindset is. So for me, I would just tell them to educate themselves on what the armed forces does and go from there.
So that concludes our interview. And I would like to thank you so much for your service and all that you have done for this country. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks.
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.